Every time I see you. Good morning, Darren McCaffrey. Nice. What a pleasure to see you today. So we all thought that we were going to be talking about, or potentially talking about, whether Boris Johnson was secure in his position as party leader. But the red wall seats suggest that he may be fine. But I was wondering, what if you represent, Risley, if there's Tory MPs like, or Theresa Villiers, which says surrounding Chipping Barnet, is she?
Yeah.
Would you be worried if you were...
No, if you were a Conservative MP in Cumbria this morning, down in Southampton, in Eastleigh, if you were in, frankly, almost anywhere in London, let's be honest about that, the outer ring of London where there are Conservative MPs, yes, of course you would be concerned. And I think there is... one of the things that we haven't really reflected an awful lot on is the Lib Dems. Actually, they're probably the party, from a very low base, and not spectacularly well, but they're a party who can genuinely claim, it's a bit of a mixed bag for everyone this morning, Labour, Conservatives. I suspect it might be a bit of a mixed bag for the SNP a bit later as well. But actually, the Lib Dems have done pretty well. They're up 58 seats now, more than the Labour Party are. And I think the real concern for the Conservative Party, we talked about coalitions earlier, didn't we, about political parties trying to build these coalitions across the country in order to sustain power. And the Conservatives in the last election managed to essentially hold their traditional voters in the south of England, while at the same time attracting those Labour voters in the north. Something that Labour in reverse has just not managed to do. I think the real concern for the Conservative Party is this kind of pincer movement, where some of the voters in the north may well drip back to Labour, but it's in the south that actually they may start to drift to the Lib Dems. And that is their real concern, that drift might cost them some crucial seats. And the Lib Dems are starting to get back again in those seats that they used to hold in the southeast, the southwest of the country, in the west country. And I think that will be concern. I think the narrative, and Tom really interestingly, didn't he, put it at the end of his report there, about how the narrative at the moment is actually Keir's celebrating. He's got good cause in certain areas to do so, but overall it's not been amazing. The Tories at the moment only down 120 seats, which is way below expectations. But that narrative in the hours when the results from Wales come in, when the results from Scotland come in, could change. And actually this could look a lot worse for the Conservative Party, let's say by this time tomorrow, than it does today.